Well, dear friends, it's been quite a week. As of this writing, Monmouth County is in a very high risk zone for COVID-19 infections. And Afghanistan's government has fallen, and the Taliban has regained control of that nation. And the ELCA is mourning the death of our Vice President, William Bill Horn II. And the crises just seem to keep on coming. While I was on retreat last week, one thing that was discussed among the gathered clergy was the question of whether we as church are able and willing to learn and adapt as a result of these constant crises that keep piling up. And the primary thing we agreed on is that we have to rely on God, on God's mercy in Jesus Christ. Too often the church is distracted from who we are by the problems we want to solve. Now, nothing's wrong with caring for our neighbors, but the church is marked by baptism, by the Lord's Supper, by martyrdom, by the Scriptures, by gathering together in prayer. The church is not marked by success or by power. We cannot eradicate the pandemic. We cannot resurrect the dead. We cannot undo 20 years of war. We cannot offer perfect regime change. And perhaps the desire to have those kinds of abilities is what the disciples expected to gain from Jesus in John 6, which we've been reading throughout the past several weeks. But instead they hear that without eating the flesh and drinking the blood of the Son of Man, we have no life in us. Jesus has come down to earth to give us life. And that life is inseparable from Jesus himself. So the church exists to give the life of Jesus. Now, we don't do this because we are ignorant of the problems and ills that are all around us. In fact, we do it because we believe that there is no alternative and that in Jesus Christ alone there is healing for our world, life for us all. As Simon Peter says in John 6, Lord, to whom shall we go? Now I know, dear friends, the past 18 months have been difficult for every one of us. I'm sorry to say, it does not seem the next 6 months will be much easier. But I am confident in saying we have a Savior who provides what we need, a Savior who is willing to give us his life in exchange for our illusions of power and control and what we think life should look like. And so I hope to see you again on Sunday, and our Savior will again feed us with himself. Until then, God bless.